Why, hello there. I am the sperm secretary. Well, yes, you see, Mr. LePere is frankly just a little, he hired on a sperm secretary because there has been a high demand on his sperm count by his significant other, so he is now trying to sort of protect the quantity and functionality of that sperm by making sure that appointments are booked to supply such sperm, and that's where I come in. That is my motto. That is where I come in. So, what is your business with Mr. LePere today? I see. You are an egg wanting to be fertilized. Well, frankly, I don't. Let me just pull up the tablet. Mr. LePere did expressly say that he is not in the mood to be fertilizing any eggs in the near future. I mean, he says, and I quote, "Do I look like the Big Lebowski? Do I look like the dude?" And frankly, he said no. I asked him. I was like, "Well, you kind of," and he said no. So I ended up, getting the idea of he's not interested in a Big Lebowski mod dude dynamic. He is solely interested in wasting the product in the ceiling, the room, the carpet, the everywhere else, essentially everywhere else. It's more like a target. It's like the opposite of a target. Like your egg is like the target, and he's just aiming everywhere but there. So let me just see if when the next available time is for Mr. LePere to fertilize an egg. I'm just going to be opening up this tablet. So let me just open up its file. Oh. So Mr. LePere is currently only projecting a fertilization rate in about the next 7 years. Not within the next 7 years, but like after 7 years. This time frame could be extended, as I can see here from the asterisk, the footnote. Could be extended to be even further out. Yes, further out. Yes. Because Mr. LePere says, and I quote, "My big dick energy is not worthy of any woman right now." So that is written right there in stone, right there. So that is quite a bold statement, if I do say so myself. I mean, he wrote it in bold. I mean, it is legitimately literally a bold statement. So, would you like to perhaps jot your name down as a recipient in the year 2027, or would you rather just go on about your business, trying out another product, going to a different company? Like, what is your aim? What is your intention at the moment? I see. Oh, I see. Oh, yes. Okay, I will jot your name down. Don't worry. So, may I have your first and last name? And if there's a middle initial, I will also take that too, please. Okay. And your date of birth, please. And what is your genetic background? Eye color, parents' eye colors, hair color, parents' hair colors, the sort of Mendelian genetic map. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm getting all of these notes. Very lovely genetic composition. Your makeup is very excellent. And furthermore, what is your social security number? Current address? What is your personality type? Can you just name me a couple of qualities? What are some of the qualities that you think identifies you as a person? Okay. What is your MBTI type? And your zodiac sign? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And your tree sign? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And your moon sign? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your rising? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your Venus? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Excellent. All of this information is completely accurate and going to be very useful in the year 2027. Oh, Mr. LePere has pushed back the 2027 date to 2030. So, 10 years from now. Is that still suitable for you? Your fertility will be lessening at that point. Oh, I see. Yes, completely agree. I see completely. So, let me just jot it down. Do you want me to just erase your name from the list? Well, I'll have to collect all the information once again, especially since it's backlogged. So I'm gonna have to just, copy and paste it all back into. Would you mind not making a sound, please? I'm trying to negotiate contracts right now. So I'm going to be just copying and pasting all of this information into the year 2030. Okay, so let me just. Oh, backlogged again, 2031. Let me just start this over again. Mid 2031 now. I think he's settling down to a point. You're not. You're. Are you or are you not interested? I just need a clarification. I don't know if I need to delete the information or. Oh. Oh, I see. You're gonna find your own ways. Come closer. Come closer. I have been very underappreciated and underpaid by Mr. LePere. I hardly make enough to afford eggs on my salary. So I tend to make ends meet by doing some side hustles, if you will. Mm-hmm. So, if you still want Mr. LePere's sperm, but don't want to wait the 13 years now that Mr. LePere requires to fertilize an individual, I do have ways around that. Yes, if you... I don't know if, for example, that I've mentioned this, but that your egg is the target and Mr. LePere is just shooting everywhere besides that target because he's not interested in a dude-mod dynamic, but there is a way for him to potentially impregnate you without having to physically do so and be unaware that he has done so. The only caveat and detail is that you'd have to be mod. You would have to be the mod in this Big Lebowski situation and never, ever, ever tell him who the father is. Are you willing to do that? Excellent. So, Mr. LePere tend to fertilize, if they could be fertilized, the carpet, the ceiling, the rags in his restroom, the sheets, the pillows, the windows, the walls, just about everything except an egg. So I mean, even eggs, like chicken eggs, he says it gives them an extra zing, but I can acquire this product of ours and sell it to you at a very mild price, just enough for me to afford my own breakfast. So what do you think about that? Okay, very well. Well, here is a sample. Mr. LePere grab the nearby shirt, the nearest shirt he could get, and how should I say, camed it, I guess. So, I'm not good with puns. I'm good with, I can't say it. So, if you are interested, I can sell you this very well used rag. You can just grab the remnants and then impregnate yourself. So, what do you say? The very mild price is $300. What do you say? Excellent. I hope you enjoy it, and I do accept card. Good luck with the Mr. LePaire's child.